Guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Battlefield Waltz, continuing Tifalet's route in Chapter 8 now, and we're going to war. Probably because, the flowers on the tree are dying, so ominous! And are we going to... are we going to find out Tifalet's secret at this war? I don't know why we would, but, there's got to be some reason that they shoved this in. I mean, I guess we gotta have a battle in all of them, otherwise what's the point? But, anyway. I rode in a carriage much larger than the one I took to Azul and Digroff, and with that, I was off to my first battlefield. Yuriana and I were in separate carriages, which made me restless. I looked around and found I was the only girl here. The boys were making jokes and having normal conversations. It was very lively. It was as if we were in a classroom or the cafeteria. Didn't feel like we were headed to a battlefield. A small mission. That was how Instructor Alias described this mission. 2 small villages in eastern Milvaria had been having an ongoing territorial dispute. It was located somewhat close to my village. Yurian also didn't show any signs of fear. No matter how big the battle was, I was afraid, but perhaps that wasn't the case for those who had been at Nirvana for a while. Oh, speaking of which... Wilhelm, are you awake? It was the war that he'd been waiting for. I called for him, thinking he'd be excited, but I got no response. Wilhelm, wake up! A war broke out! Still, there was no response. Are there any conditions to Wilhelm waking up, or does he only wake up on a whim? Hey, Wilhelm, come on. No matter how much I called him, there were no signs of him waking up. I'll wait until we get there. This is my first time in a war. I need to be able to use the cursed sword properly and do my best. Yeah, and wouldn't he be pissed if you're fighting whatever and then the battle ends? He's like, oh, there's a battle, and you're like, you missed it, you chuckle fuck. Maybe listen when I talk to you. You told me to go start a war, and here you go, and now you're not even here. We arrived at the village around sundown. Oh, wait, this is the village that her boyfriend lives in. Well, it's the background. That was the village her boyfriend lives in. When I got off the carriage, I heard weapons clashing all around the village, yet I didn't hear much shouting. I hoped they just ran away. I had a bad feeling. I looked around and saw several injured young men run towards us to report something to Instructor Alias. Wilhelm, are you awake? I talked to him in my mind and waited. What do you want? Wilhelm, thank goodness, you're awake! I didn't wake up because you called me. I just happened to be awake. He's such a fucking brat. That's fine. Anyway, did you know that we're not in Nirvana right now? It's awfully quiet for a war, though. We're suppressing a war between 2 small villages. I agree it's pretty quiet here, though. Hey, look, it's Alias for the first time in this whole route. They kept mentioning him, and then even when we were in the carriage, and she said, Alias said, I'm like, just thinking, Alias is just, we hear that he exists, but we don't know that he exists anymore. But here he is. Here's sus as fuck. Listen, if he's not sus as fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. I'm just expecting him to be, working with Romeo or something. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why. Spacey when anyone's nice to her. This is suspicious. I don't trust this. Attention, we have good news. Oh? According to them, most of the villagers have evacuated to the riverside. There are very few casualties as well. That's great. Aww. Oh. I was happy, but Wilhelm was disappointed to the point of sounding resentful. But a group of bandits is here to take advantage of the situation. Bandits? Boring. Thus, your suppression mission at the village has been cancelled. Your top priority is to capture those bandits. I'm sure you'll be fine with your skills, but do not let your guard down. It's way too easy. Ugh. Hey, Wilhelm! You will remain in your companies, but you're allowed to act autonomously. I'll leave the decision up to you. Yes, sir. No, oh, that's alien. Now, head out! With the instructor's call, we all ran. What am I supposed to do? You... yes? You're part of the medics. You should go with Nikke. Yes, sir. I looked up and noticed that everyone else was gone. Nikke and about 10 students were standing by a carriage. Are these students the other medics? Hello, I'm pleased to see you all. I greeted everyone, but they didn't respond. Some backed away, wincing, while others nodded in an irritated way. Let's go. Huh? Nikke pushed my back and we kept moving forward for a while. Nikke? Don't let them offend you. They're always like that. For now, let's go and patrol. Please protect me if we get attacked. I'm counting on you. Yeah, because you need me to protect you! Whatever! You know what? I appreciate Nikke's route comes before Tifalet's just for this, where he's like, just protect me if someone attacks us, and you're like, yeah, okay. Oh, you are so... You know what? It's funny, but it's also such a douche move. Because he knows that he is better at fighting than we are. And for him to be like, you can protect me. You're gonna throw me into the line of fire to protect yourself and your secret? You little twerp. You know what? I could, you know what? I respect it. You got it. The two of us started walking around. Then we heard something up ahead. Maybe it's the bandits. It must be. Let's go. Oh, hold on. Shouldn't we call for help? How about we check out the situation first? If there's a lot of them, we'll go. Okay. You're like, actually, if there's a lot of them, you go get help. I'll fight them off. This way, Wilhelm will feel better about the fact that there's at least 5. 5 against 1 will feel better about. There's not much to take here. We silently crept up to a house in the process of being ransacked. I peeked in through a broken window. Then... Hey, who the hell are you? I turned around and a few sly-looking men were grinning at us. Nikke, stay back! Huh? I do like the fact that we're gonna defend Nikke right now, though. That's kind of cool. Whoa! Is that some kind of magic trick? Nice! He teach me how to do that! Nikke and I looked at each other. Oh, right. They don't know about the cursed sword. You're a brave one, young lady. Thought a man was supposed to protect you. Yeah, well, this one is pretending he doesn't know how to fight, so... he being a little bitch. Hey, kid! Show off a little for your lady! Nikke's like, don't fucking test me. Nikke, you don't have to do that! There were only a few of them, so I wasn't afraid. I knew that the instructors would scold me for letting my guard down, though. Wilhelm, let's do this! Ugh, not against these small fry. Don't say that! If I die, I'd be like, if I die here, you won't get to fight anyone! I'll show you that even a woman can fight! Wilhelm, help me show them a woman can fight with a man and a sword? A pissy little bitch and a sword? Gah! Ah! They were almost too easy. They were wide open for attacks, and I managed to strike two of their feet at once, calmly. If only I didn't let my guard down! Don't you get cocky! Stop being robbers! Oh! Wait, I'm sorry, what did you say? Stop being okay! Such a stupid statement. How dare you steal from a damaged village? That part I get, but the stop being robbers! Don't be mean! Oh, okay, now that you said it, I'm glad someone said it, because otherwise, you know... Stop being robbers. Please tell me that's like a translation fuck up, and it was like, and they just translated it dumb as shit, because that's the dumbest fucking statement. Hey, behind you. A man came out from inside the house and took a stance with the sword. You bitch! Ugh! Ah! A sharp pain shot through my shoulder. Nikkei's whipping out his knives. Woo! Ah! Huh? I didn't know what happened for a second. I noticed that the sword grazed my shoulder when I tried to dodge it. Also, there was a knife stuck in the man's chest who fell by my feet. Nikkei, was that you? I looked between Nikkei's stunned face and the collapsed man. Sorry. I didn't think it would actually hit. Bullshit, but you know what? She's gonna fall for it because we don't know about Nikkei right now. Nikkei, I wanted to help you, so I threw it without thinking. No, he knew exactly what he was doing. It was amazing, Nikkei! You saved me. Thank you so much. It was nothing. Nonsense. That was awesome. The other guys are like, are you done? And no, it was just a coincidence. More importantly, your shoulder. Huh? That reminded me of the wound on my shoulder. Also, because that's a new guy that came out of the house. So now there's 3 of them, although that guy looked like the first guy, but whatever. So there's still 3 of them. You gotta knock that guy down. What about the other two? Are they... Don't get cocky, and then that guy and then he's just, the other guy's just standing there, like, looking at his watch, like, are you guys done having your conversation? Can we find out? Because now would be the perfect time to stab me. That's all I'm saying. Oh, this is nothing. Look, it's not even deep. But what if it got infected? You need to get that treated. Let's return to the carriage. I said it's fine. No, let's go. Nikkei didn't take no for an answer and started walking ahead. I said I'm fine. I started following him. Oh, right. Hey, Wilhelm? What? Did you lend me your No. You finished those weaklings by yourself, idiot. Stop depending on me. Oh, yeah, of course. Damn. This is so boring. Do you even need me? Don't say that. This was a waste of time. Going back to sleep. Huh? Is something wrong? No, nothing. I was just talking to the cursed sword. Upon arriving at the carriage, Nikkei started gathering the medical tools smoothly. I'm sure it wasn't much fun for the cursed sword. Then again, it would be better if there wasn't a war where he could have fun. They're like, we want Willem to have fun, but also that sounds like a bad thing. So, maybe not. And I guess we're done, and the point of that was... What? I guess it's just so that we have a battle. Because we have to. Because there really wasn't a point to that, to be fair. Maybe we'll find out, but right now it just feels like... It kind of just feels more like they put it in to be like, look at the Nikkei, and then you're going to be like, oh, Nikkei's making us defend him, but he's so much better at this than we are, and that's pretty funny. You know what I mean? Like a little nod back to his route where you're like, I see what you did there. We're like, wow, Nikkei, wow, that was a good shot! And he's like, yeah, no, I could have taken down all of them, but I gotta pretend I'm not good at this shit. And like, what a jerk! That's the only reason I could think of for that whole entire scene. It seemed completely pointless, but... I'm so sleepy. But I'm hungry. But I'm sleepy. But I want to eat. Yeah, I feel that. Me too. We returned at 5 a.m. from the mission. We went to the cafeteria and the lunch ladies prepared a light meal for us. But since we haven't slept, we were also sleepy. It's great that we have today off, though. How about we go in town after a quick nap? Yeah, that sounds nice. By the way, how is the mission? I heard you got injured. It isn't bad at all, but the mission itself was... easier than you thought, right? I'm not sure if I should say easy, but... Yeah, that's probably inappropriate. Oh, whoops. I saw inappropriate and I thought that was the end and I didn't realize that she was continuing talking because I, was just, not looking at the screen as I read it. And so I missed the last line. He was surprised on my first mission, too. He was like, that's it? You were like that too, Yuriana? Our training regimen is way tougher. Yuriana stuck her fork in a pickle. But if you asked me if I wanted a huge, exciting war, I wouldn't be so sure. Yeah, I agree. Not gonna lie, I'm from Digroth, so I do want to experience a major war. But after every mission, I end up thinking, was that it? And thank goodness at the same time. I see. It seemed like everyone had a similar thought. I picked up my sandwich. Then... Hey, ladies. Are you free tonight? Always for you, Lustin. Good morning, Lustin. What's up? We're having my victory banquet. You have to come. Your victory banquet? For what? I got the boss of the bandits. Oh, that's great. Congrats. Well, that's why we thought we should have a party. We haven't had one in a long time. And it'd be nicer to have ladies there. Yuriana looked at me. What do you say? How about we join them? I'll leave it up to you, Yuriana. I feel like, why not? Oh, no, I leave it up to Yuriana. I don't mind either way. If you're going, I will too. Really? Then let's go. Then it's set. Let's all meet up at Guido's at 7 tonight. Sure, because I was like, we're gonna go to a party with them, but how are we gonna see Tiferet later? Because we're gonna have to see our boyfriend, but we're going to Guido's, so he'll be there. See you tonight. Later. Bye, Posh. Good for you, sweetie. We're proud. Listen, he's not as strong as Lustin, and he's not as strong as Abel, so it's cute that they let him catch the bad guy, you know? And then I slashed at his arm. That was amazing. I know, right? I thought I was a genius. Let's hope it wasn't a fluke. Of course it wasn't. I'll definitely win the next mock battle. The next Mac battle. Well, no, Lustin would win a Mac battle, but whatever. The people gathered at Green Drops were the usual faces who I often talk to. There wasn't a single drop of alcohol, but we all had a great time over elixirs. As for me, I was thinking about the dinner during field training while I enjoyed this meal with everyone. There's boyfriend. Oh my. And his boyfriend. I don't really know where Chalet fits into this, but we love him. He's our bestie. Oh. The tavern looked so lively today from the outside. It seems like it was the Nirvana kids. I'm sorry for making so much noise tonight. We were having a bit of a victory party. Oh, is that so? I'm glad that everyone survived and made it back. You're so kind as always, Chalet. There's no way we'd die. Would you like to join us? No, I don't like loud places. Sokka's like, oh! All right. Sorry about that. I forgot you hated being around people. I also hate foolish kids that get competitive over nothing. Oh! Our boyfriend is not getting along with our friends. What happened between you? Nothing. He's just been holding a grudge. So narrow-minded. Play nice, you two. Seriously, we're like, you two need to get along in the man harem. There's no fighting in the man harem. Let's sit in the back, Chalet. Or would you prefer going to another place? No, it's not that serious. Besides, I want to have some of Guido's bouillabaisse. He wants to see... okay. Normally, he'd probably be like, yeah, let's go somewhere else. But no, he's like, no, let's sit in the back so I can stare at her while we're here. You know that's why he's doing it. So he can stare at me. And that's okay, because I'll just, adjust seats and stare at him. And people will be talking to me, and I'll be like, what? I'm sorry. I'm staring at Tiferet. We're making eyes at each other across the room. Tiferet. Is he on bad terms with Lustin because of what happened the other day? On the way back from saving us from the Deimos in the forest, we ate at Green Drops, and something similar happened. I wish they'd get along. Oh, by the way, is your injury all right? Huh? Asaka suddenly spoke to me. Oh, yeah, I'm totally fine now. It really wasn't serious at all. And Nikke treated it right away. I heard you hurt your shoulder. You need to get it fixed or it'll get worse later on. Thanks, but it's really not that bad. A sword just grazed me when I dodged it. Okay, then that's good. I'm relieved to hear that too. I doubt a girl would want to have a bad scar. I'd honestly be cool with that. Tifalet's over there like, how dare you talk about my body that way? Excuse me, you don't own me, Tifalet. I can have a scar. Besides, maybe I think they're sexy. Whatever. My scar, my arm. He's over there like somebody else touched you. That's probably what he's jealous about. See you later, Guido. The food was great. See ya. That special samosa was the best. And thanks for the food. Yeah, come back soon. Good night, Colette. Good night. See you later. Take care, everyone. Phew, I'm full. That was some good food. All right, let's head back. Tifalet's gonna pop out and pull me aside. Oh, Tifalet came out after us. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. What's the matter? I remembered something important. Can you come to my shop right now? We have a curfew. Like, yeah, even Asaka's looking at him pissed. It's gonna be really weird when I tell them I'm roning, but I'm not gonna keep a girl out that late. I'd say I will. Ooh, save file time. Bird, don't bite my headset. Go away. You wanted me to pet you. I'm sorry that it hurted you. I didn't mean to. Wait, did I? Oh, wait, whatever. I will. Good. I can't would have been a bad ending. You have to, especially when there's a save point here. Maybe just for a little bit. Great. You can go on ahead without me, guys. Be careful on your way back. Thanks. Oh. What's wrong? Oh, be sure you don't break curfew. I gotta sneeze. I like how Yuriana's like, peace out, have fun, girl! And all the boys are like, I will, don't worry. Let's go. Tifalet placed his arm around my waist as he said so. It was as if he was urging me. Also, he's marking his territory right now. His arm around my waist, let's go. So he's like Lustin and Asaka and Posh, no. But he quickly let go of me and walked ahead. I wasn't able to move right away. Something wrong? His arm wasn't around me anymore, but the area he touched was still tingling. My neck and fingertips felt hot. I remembered something I had to do is bad. It's nothing. Yeah, okay. Sorry, it's nothing. I suppressed all the feelings of embarrassment and followed after Tifalet. I wonder if in the save file, when you go in there, you're like, I can't, and then you start to walk away, and then you go, I remembered something I have to do, and then you run away from him. So you get like 2 bad answers. Hold on, I'll turn on the lights. A small flame appeared on top of Tifalet's palm with a poof. The flames floated in an arc and lit all of the lamps in the shop. Wow. I'm glad you like it. I thought so when you saw the Cerulite, but I really like your reactions. That feels refreshing and is so fun to watch. Does he think I'm childish? Because I can't do those things. People have their own strengths, weaknesses, and talents. That's all. Maybe so, but... Anyway, what did you want me for? Oh, right. He smiled brightly. I accidentally overheard it earlier, but... You were injured on your mission. Huh? Yes? I had no idea why Tifalet would sound so irritated. Felt like he was blaming me for something. I were injured. What? The tip of a sword grazed me in battle. I'm fine. A friend treated me immediately, so I don't think it'll get infected. But you're a girl. So what? This is my job. Or I should say my role? Position? Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not forced to be here or anything. I'm sure I'll get injured again. You don't have to worry so much, Tifalet. Well, it might scar later, but there will only be more, so... Let me see it. What? Your wound. Oh, we're gonna have to take our shirt off. No, I said I'm fine. Don't tell me that friend who treated you was an annoying demon. No, it wasn't him. I'll heal it for you. Huh? I didn't know how to respond. I was grateful for his offer to heal my injury, but I couldn't say yes that easily. The sword cut me near my back, so I had to take off my clothes to get them healed. You want it gone, don't you? Like, we knew it's gonna get a little frisky, but it's kind of funny. Like, I get her hesitation because, like, where it is, like, oh my god, I have to take my shirt off, you know? And, like, you kind of have a little crush on Tifalet, so it'd be really awkward as opposed to, like, okay, it's just a friend that I don't see that way, you know what I mean? But it is kind of funny because, like, at the moment right now, it's like, they're both rubbing me the wrong way. Because, like, Tifalet being like, why did you get injured? And it's like, because I fight in battles, and, like, everyone else kind of understands why we're at Nirvana, because they're all there too. He doesn't, but it also is like, don't turn into, like, I get it, like, yeah, you don't want the person you care about to get injured, you know, or hurt, but it also is like, don't turn into, like, right now it's just on that precipice, it's right on the top, but it's like, don't be that guy who's like, women shouldn't fight in battles or whatever, or act like because you have a thing for me or we're going to be together that I can't be a warrior, because that would just be weird because girls can't do that or some shit. Because, like, don't do that. Don't be that guy, you know? I'm sure right now it's more just like, I'm just irritated that you were hurt and somebody else treated your wound because I want to be the person that takes care of you type of a thing. You know what I mean? Which is fine. But then her also being like, don't be like that. Oh my God. And then she's kind of just very pushing him away a lot for being at the end of his route, you know? But I guess right now it makes sense because it's more like, no, I'm fine. I don't want to. It's going to be awkward. It's more of an awkward situation than her just acting stupidly. So, but it's just, I don't know. Like, it's just not the vibe right now. Like, maybe it's just this moment or something, or like whatever. And we'll get past it, but I don't know. Yeah, but I'd probably have to take off my uniform jacket and blouse at the very least. I don't want to turn down his offer. But my clothes. Oh. Are you feeling embarrassed? Don't worry. You wouldn't feel nervous in front of a physician, would you? You're like, yeah, but I don't want to bang my physician. Well, I do, actually, because it's Mephisto, so. No, but you saw me treat that young boy the other day. You know it won't take that long. I did, but hurry up and let me heal you. Or I'll strip you by force. You know! I want to be way madder about that than I am. It's like, I'll strip you by... Oh, okay. Alright. Fine. Fine, you're gonna take your shirt off for him, or we're gonna let him strip us by force, because... Literally fine either way. I didn't think I could win in this argument, and I was thankful for receiving treatment. But I did have to sacrifice my feelings of shame. But again, Nikke treated your wound, so you obviously, like... You know what I mean? I remained still out of sheer embarrassment. Then I felt a soft warmth near my wound. I remembered how we healed Mark, and it's like a little scratch on the back of your shoulder, so you just... Honestly, you could unbutton your shirt and just pull your shoulder down, probably. Speaking of which, Queen Kiora also healed me in the same way before. I had to think of something else, or I'd want to run away out of mortification. I hope it'll be done soon. Right as I turned around... CG. Sexy CG? Oh. It's actually adorable. He's got his arm. Oh, it's so precious. He looks kind of sad, like I don't want you to get hurt type of thing. Okay, so I'll give him that. Uh, your wound is gone. Tifalet? I admit. Admit what? That I have feelings for you. I mean, I kind of fucking think we figured that out when we went and saw the stars. I was already nervous, but those words made me freeze completely. I kinda knew I did, but I wasn't sure. But I confirmed it at the tavern earlier. The tavern? Tifalet, before that, can you let me go? No. Yeah, I like that little refusal of his. Don't let me go, I like this. He embraced me even tighter, and now I couldn't move even if I wanted to. With his arms wrapped around me firmly and his breath caressing down my neck. They were talking with other guys there, and that irritated me. You know, it's kind of adorable that you're jealous. Huh? I can't go to the battlefield. I can't be by your side to protect you. But they can. Okay, so actually his whole, like, why were you injured, whatever, is not mad about, like, you're going into battle and you shouldn't. It's, I don't want you to get hurt and I don't want other people protecting you or treating your wounds. Okay, all right, so. It's just, I don't know, for some reason, like, the way it was coming out, I was like, it was just me reading it wrong, or just the vibe was just off. And the way, like, I get what they were both trying to say, but it's like, I guess I just needed to get here into the clarification that she's just embarrassed and he's just jealous. Okay, we're cool. You never know. You gotta have your hackles raised when a guy's like, why did you get injured? Because you went to battle. And it's like, oh God, don't be that guy. I'm sorry, what? I want to be the one to protect you. All I can do is heal you like this. That's amazing enough, Tifalet. I do respect you, and I think you're so... I don't want your respect. Nice. I don't want that insignificant emotion. What I want is... His lips brushed against my neck. For you to love me. Tifalet... I could feel his heartbeat. The sound of it in my ear and my whole body heating up. I love you. His voice and breath started to seep through my skin, suffocating me. I thought my heart would explode any second. Felt like dying. Let me go. Was that your answer? They are so cold. It's not what I meant. If you're done healing me, give me back my clothes. I don't play fair. I'm not gonna give them back until you answer me. I'm not letting you get away. Excuse me? You said the treatment was... Yeah, the injury's completely healed. A physician would never do this. Yeah. Tifalet, please let me go. Then tell me your answer. Do you like me? Do you hate me? I was speechless. I understood what he meant by like, but I wasn't sure if I liked him the same way he liked me. Do you hate me? No, I don't. I shouted at him reflexively and then went quiet again. I don't hate you. I really don't. But you don't know what romantic feelings are. Tifalet asked me in the same tone a teacher would. Then he kissed my neck. There are many ways to find out. I mean... For example, what would you think if I hugged your friend Yuriana like this? What? What if I was hitting on Colette? Huh? But... Or... If someone else besides me touched you like this, what would you think? Are you fine with any guy? No way! I see. I felt like he was smiling as his embrace loosened slightly. If you don't want me to touch other girls, then you dislike guys other than me touching you. And that means you do have romantic feelings towards me. I mean, yeah, I could see the logic in what you're saying. Because, like, you'd be like, I don't want any guys touching me, including you. That's different. But she's like, what if it was Lustin holding you like this? That would be awkward! And you didn't get all embarrassed about Nike seeing the back of your shoulder. You know what I mean? Of course, depending on if your armor is like Yuriana's, your shoulder was completely exposed, so you didn't have to take off your shirt because you were barely wearing one. So, I don't know. We don't know what our armor looks like. Have we seen it? I think we did. I don't know. I feel like we're definitely more covered up than she is, but at the very least, that's what I think. That's why I don't want to see you by other guys' side. And I don't want to touch any other girl but you. See you by another guy's side. Wow, I can't read. Tifalet. It was like a magic spell. Words that I never heard before seeped into my eardrums and melted my heart. I was confused too. So I understand you're unsure. I never desired anyone and thought I would never love anyone. I didn't care if I lost anyone, and I've never lost control of my emotions like this. But his grip tightened on me again. Even so, if I pulled away with all my strength, I knew he would let me go. That is, if I tried. Love me. Look, now he's getting a little desperate, begging you to love him. You know, it's kind of cute. He's being a little jealous and clingy and desperate. Stay by my side. Forever. Please. Be mine. Can we kiss him now? Tifa let release me from his embrace. His long fingers grazed along my cheek instead. I knew I could run right now. Now would be the time. You're not gonna run away. Tifa. Oh, kiss. Kiss. Oh, God, yeah. Oh! It's ridiculous. Look at that. Because we're still, like, he's still behind us. And look at our frilly little bra going on here. This is like, damn. Okay. I caught you. His lips softly brushed against mine. They were cool to the touch as our lips pressed closer and became one. I love you. You know that I'm not trying to tease you or anything, don't you? I am laying myself bare before you. I mean, I'm technically the one that's a little closer to bare than you are, but I'll keep saying it until you believe me. I love you. I really do. I won't let anyone else have you. The words he said in between the kisses seemed so far away to my ears. It felt like I was in a dream. I can't allow another guy to touch this body of yours. You're my most precious treasure. Tifalet, promise me that you will be mine. That you'll let me keep you to myself. Forever. Eternally. It was then that I realized, when we were this close, I couldn't see his moon-colored eyes that I liked so much. We will be together. All I could do was close my eyes. No, but when you close your eyes, I can't see the CG. Did we make it back before curfew? Well, damn. Felt like I was dreaming. I thought it would be an inappropriate comparison, but it felt similar to when I had a fever. My entire body was heated, and the fuzziness prevented me from thinking straight. No, I mean, I think that's a fair comparison. Hello, young lady! Huh? Your fork hasn't touched your fried egg for quite a while. Huh? Oh! I was gonna eat the fried egg on my plate, but I was only poking at the edge of the plate this entire time. I thought this would make it easier to eat. You can't fool me with that. Something happened between you and the pretty mage last night, huh? You ran into the room just barely in time for curfew and jumped into bed. And you've been daydreaming all morning. Nothing happened? But your face says otherwise. I looked around us. Fortunately, the tables nearby were empty. I can't really talk about it here. Okay. I'll tell you everything tonight. All right, I'm looking forward to it. It seemed that I could get hungry even in times like these. I ate the fried egg, minestrone, bread, and salad before class. What you doing, buddy? Just the way you were sitting.
because your little face is lit up by my tablet because it's kind of dark up here because the sun's going down. You were just so cute. It looked like you were reading, but you can't. I mean, I know you can't read, and also there's nothing really much to read on the tablet right now, except for like lines. He's like, these don't make any sense. They're random sentences. Oh, now you're gonna like. He's like, okay, now I close my eyes. He smooshed against my hand, so.
Oh, and I have to meet Queen Kiora. I noticed the magic circle in the sky and stopped walking. I'll go talk to the instructor tomorrow. I was too embarrassed to talk to anyone right now. If possible, I wanted to stay in my room the entire day. Oh, I have to go pick the Lunaria flowers. And deliver them to... I had to deliver them to Tifalet's shop, too. How am I supposed to see him tonight? Or should I ask Yuriana about it? No, wait. My mind was in a daze. That was why I couldn't sort out my priorities. I had more important things to think about. Transitions. The magic circle in the sky. Magic circle in the sky. I can go twice as high. Anyway. Huh? Someone's there. That night I saw someone standing in front of the Lunaria tree. Is it Mephisto? I should say hi at least. But the person I saw there was someone completely unexpected. Queen? Tifalet? I was like, the Queen? And then as soon as it started to fade, I was like, it's going to be a CG, so it's probably Tifalet. So it's a Tifalet CG of him staring at the tree. Tifalet? I was surprised to see him and ran over, but he didn't move. Tifalet? I wanted to ask why he was there, but I couldn't ask that out loud. I noticed that something was off about Tifalet. He's staring at the tree the way he's staring at that magic circle. His moon-colored eyes that I loved looked empty. He was close enough to hear me, but he showed no reaction. Again, the same way when he crossed that thing. So do you wonder if he hates the tree? If it has something to do with his memories, like being locked and lost? Because I don't think that was an accident. That's on purpose. I think he's the one that created that seal for the Deimos, and maybe something about this tree. Did you plant this tree? Is it your tree? Is it your magic that's like... the tree is keeping the seal, or so I don't know. But you know what I mean? And that's why he's like, no, I hate that tree. But I like using the flowers for stuff. It's because if he liked the tree, he'd be more prone to maybe being near the tree or wanting to go see it, and they don't want him near it for whatever reason, you know? Hello? I spoke to him again, but Tifalet didn't move an inch. Hey, what's wrong? I was finally able to bring myself to move my legs and slowly approached him. Yet he didn't turn around. It didn't seem like he was ignoring me. It was as if Tifalet had been captivated by the sight of the Lunaria tree. Tifalet? I gently tugged at his arm. He wasn't a mirage. I could feel his clothes, which told me that he was there. But Tifalet still didn't look at me. Hey, Tifalet? Hello? It was as if Tifalet was being taken away by the Lunaria flowers. That's how it felt to me. I got more anxious and pulled his arm. Tifalet! Hey, Tifalet, can you hear me? It's me! Tifalet's gaze seemed to wander. I silently waited for him to say something. Then... Huh? He didn't say anything. Instead, Tifalet's white fingers touched the tree trunk and traced across the bark. Tifalet? What's... Oh! The petals scattered. One by one, they turned brown and withered, falling to the ground before my eyes. Why is he killing the tree? Wait a minute, I didn't expect that. They scattered and scattered. They quietly fell. The dead petals rained down on us. Oh no, what's happening? I wished it were a dream or an illusion. I tried to convince myself that it was by repeating that in my head, maybe try to pull his hand away. Tifalet! Tifalet, please answer me! The flowers are withering. This is... Tifalet kept to staring at the Lunaria tree with those blank eyes. For some reason, I thought I'd seen this expression before. Tifalet! Yeah, I told you, I already know what it is. She'll figure it out. With that twitch, Tifalet jumped and turned around. Huh? Tifalet... We stared at each other with dumbfounded looks. I didn't know what the best thing to say in this situation was. What am I doing here? Emotions close to despair rushed into me. You don't remember? Tifalet frowned and looked up at the lunaria tree. Disgusting. This is why I hate this flower. Oh. Tifalet backed away with a gasp, perhaps because he saw me look shocked. No, it's not that I hate the flowers themselves. Well, he looks so angry. Tifalet shook his head slightly. It's not the flowers themselves, I swear. It's just that these are my... Tifalet kept shaking his head in agony. Oh, he's starting to remember shit. Uh-oh. These are your what? Whose? Like my somebody or my personal? Who? Where's the possession going there? Tifalet? Did your memories... No! These flowers have nothing to do with me. Tifalet! I desperately chased after him. I rushed through the backyard and ran all the way to the academy gates. He remembers something. But Tifalet didn't turn around or stop. As I kept staring at his back, I eventually stopped. Tifalet. I suddenly thought I shouldn't go after him. Then I completely lost sight of him. What's going on? I felt weak and crouched down where I stood. Something fluttered to the ground in front of me. It was a brown lunaria flower petal. I'm wondering if, so the tree, he's been coming to the tree and that's why it's been turning brown. But he has something to do with the tree, and the tree has something to do with his and it's locked from his memories, but, him going near the tree maybe kills it. But, is that because he's, I don't know. I wonder what it has to do with it. You know what I mean? But maybe that's why they, if Mephisto took his memories because he created the seal or whatever, they were also like, you hate demons, specifically me, and then, you just hate demons. You're gonna really hate me later, but also the tree. You hate the damn tree because it would be bad if you got near it or something. I don't know why. It's interesting. It's intriguing. I can't wait to find it out, and I really hope it's not because you were the queen's lover, because... On that day, I immediately went to see Instructor Alias after breakfast. I hope you're just her brother. I had no time to be walking on air. I scolded myself for not asking for advice sooner. I hope Tifalet's all right. If I had talked with Queen Kiora earlier, things might have been different. Oh, Instructor! I bumped into Instructor Alias. Oh, what's wrong? You shouldn't run inside the academy unless it's an emergency. I'm sorry, but it is an emergency. I suddenly came back to my senses. This was an emergency for me, but it was not like a war had broken out. What happened? I'm sorry for asking this so suddenly, but is it possible to meet Queen Kiora? Queen Kiora? Did something happen with the curse sword? Maybe? What's the right answer here? No, it has nothing to do with it. I deflated at the instructor's words. Perhaps I wasn't allowed to see the queen if it wasn't about the sword. It's a personal matter. Ah, I see. Apologies for being inconsiderate. I suppose there are certain things you'd prefer to talk to a woman about. Well, yes. Queen Kiora's always worried about you. She'd love to hear that you sought an audience with her. Is it urgent? I think we can arrange a meeting today after class. Really? Yes, please. He's like, oh, you need womanly advice? You could talk to Mia. That day I couldn't concentrate in any of my classes. Luckily, we didn't have training, but if there were mock battles today, I'd lose in a second. I'd always told myself I had to focus during class, but I couldn't stop thinking about what happened with Tifalet and the Lunaria. I know, I really want to get to meeting with her too, because we only got 10 minutes. I want to know! I chased after Tifalet last night and left the area, but I wonder how it is right now. What if it's even more withered? I stood in the backyard and looked at the path that led to the Lunaria tree. Or maybe it was a figment of my imagination. The withered petals that rained down and Tifalet, who seemed like he'd forgotten me. Wait, forgotten? No, it can't be. It was too early to assume that they were connected. Why did I think that the Lunaria had something to do with Tifalet's memory? I must confirm. I made up my mind and walked towards the Lunaria tree. It's completely fucking dead. Oh my god, it basically is! Oh! Oh, it's right! I was like, I said that before the picture came up. I really was not expecting this, but the moment I saw the tree, I felt weak and sat down on the spot. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't my imagination. The Lunaria tree's trunk and branches had withered and turned brown. It got worse. I looked at the tree's spread out branches. They weren't this bad before Tifalet touched it last night, but it got so much worse since then. Oh no. I turned around. Ever since I started doing the job of picking the flowers, barely any students came here anymore. Except for me and Mephisto. I certainly hope it isn't a sign of misfortune. No way. I immediately started running. We are not going to get to our conversation with the Queen, but the conversation with the Queen is going to be about Tifalet. Oh my god, the next part is going to be intense. Mephisto! Hey, Mephisto! Be quiet. There could be an ill person sleeping in here, you know. I'm sorry, but I have to ask you something. Go ahead. Do you know what's going on with the Lunaria flowers right now? So it has started to wither. I mean, it's more like almost completely fucking dead. This man was always like this. Nothing seemed to bother him. He always looked at me, amused. And what of it? What? The poor flowers are suffering. Huh? They'll completely wither away at this rate. He said that matter-of-factly with a smile. I saw it last night. It began to wither after Tifalet touched it. I see. Do you know something about it? Yes, I know everything. What? Please tell... I do have the information you so desire. However, I'm not allowed to say it. Who told you not to say it? I asked him with a shaky voice as I glared at him. By Her Majesty, our kind Queen, who rules and protects this nation of greenery. I expected him to say either Queen Kiora, who protects us with magic, or Tifalet, who suddenly appeared before the Lunaria tree. And I never lie, nor do I break promises. Thus, by my promise to her, I cannot tell you. No. Why don't you ask the person in question? Didn't you say you would? I'm seeing her today in the afternoon. Then you should ask her then. I will. Be like, I know Mephisto's a demon. What the fuck is up with Tifalet? Just get to the castle! What's his problem? I barged out of the infirmary, but I turned around to face the door again. He didn't have to say it like that. He was the one who said that the flowers withering could be a bad omen. A bad omen that Tifalet's memory's coming back? Suddenly, I felt like all the blood rushed away from my head. My anger also vanished. I remembered his past words, and I realized something. It was as if he was enjoying every single thing. He enjoyed watching Tifalet and me, and Queen Kioro, who was probably involved. Don't go near him. You're able to act so innocent because you don't know anything. Huh. Something got stuck in my mind. Everything seemed hazy and dim. I wasn't sure what it was, but I felt very uncomfortable. You're able to, maybe Tifalet... Again, I feel like Mephisto's the one that took Tifalet's memory, and Tifalet knows. That's why he hates demons so much, but also, is very wary about Mephisto. Ah, there you are! Instructor Alias's cheerful tone brought me back to reality. I felt relieved. I'm sorry. I thought it'd be a little later. It actually was. It was planned to be in the evening, but she happened to find the time. Let's go. Yes, we don't have time! Damn it! This is getting so good! We're gonna find out so much shit! But it's not gonna end in 5 minutes! Oh, fuck. This might be a long part, but that's okay. Hello there. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's a pleasure to see you again. Thank you so much for granting my selfish request to see you. I need answers, bitch! I'm just kidding. need for those greetings. Just be yourself. What is happening? That's myself. In fact, you can come visit me anytime. I am humbled. I'm no noble. Humans are all born equally. Queen Cura, however many people will stray from their path without a guide. Thus it's my role to become one. That's all there is to it. She was full of mercy and had such a noble mind. Ortesia had many small nations. I had spoken to three of their kings. King Ildis and King Sarazar also ruled with conviction and passion, but to me Queen Cura was on another level. I believe you could carve your own path without my guidance. Did something happen? Tell me what's weighing on your mind. She has like reddish colored eyes. I mean, they could maybe be related, sort of. Yes. I nodded, but wasn't sure how I should start talking about it. What's wrong? No need to be eloquent. You may tell me in your own words. Then I bowed my head slightly and began to talk about what was bothering me most. Queen Cura, are you aware of the Lunaria tree in the backyard of Nirvana? Yes, of course. That Lunaria has started to wither. See? She looks a little stressed about it. In that moment, I noticed how Queen Cura's long, pale fingers twitched. The worries in my heart were about to overflow just from that. And, Mephisto said that when the Lunaria flowers wither, it's a bad omen of what's to come. He said the capital's protected as long as the flowers continue blooming. So that's why I thought that the magic circle in the sky, it has something to do with the Lunaria flowers, and I was afraid of continuing. I wondered whether I should ask her about Tifalet or not. I was too afraid to ask. If this had to do with Tifalet and his memory return, then... I'm sorry. It seems I've made you misunderstand. Huh? The magic circle has nothing to do with the Lunaria. What? He tends to say things that confuse people, so I can see why you may have assumed that. Really? However, I have also heard of the oral tradition surrounding the Lunaria flowers. That flower is said to be protecting the capital. Queen Cura? I had no idea why Queen Cura would show such deep sadness. She expressed sorrow to me when I first met her after I lost my father in village. But she never made this expression before. She looked like she was blaming herself. I also don't know much about the Lunaria, but... Queen Cura, I thought the Lunaria flowers bloomed through your powers. I clearly heard Queen Cura gasp, causing me to tense up all over. All I knew was that I asked something that I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I may have caused a misunderstanding. The Lunaria does bloom due to the effect of my powers. However, I do not know them well. Is that so? This all sounds really sus! She's like, oh, yeah, nope, it does. Girl, you hiding some shit. They started blooming right after my rule of Milvaria began. Queen Cura smiled. It was a gentle yet pensive smile. I suppose I can tell you this story. Where Nirvana stands now was once a villa of the royal family. I used to live there. It was? Yes, but there was no one to live there after I ascended to the throne. That was why I provided the land to Nirvana. I've never seen such a flower before. I wondered why it appeared, so I used to check on it. It was then discovered that the petals had medicinal effects. Since then, the flowers continued blooming there. So that's why it's thought to be watching over the capital. Yes. Queen Cura nodded with a calm expression, but something still felt off. I still didn't understand why she looked so frightened earlier. Does it have to do with the pact made with Mephisto? But that doesn't explain why it withered when Tifalet touched it. I didn't want to trouble Queen Cura, but I was still worried about Tifalet, so I couldn't leave. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? What's wrong? Is there still something on your mind? Oh, I had no intention to expose Queen Cura's secret. There's no need to be shy. You have something you want to ask, do you not? Yeah, like making a pact with Mephisto, who's a demon. What's that all about? Queen Cura, She might end up being disappointed in me if I ask this. Ask about Tifalet. I think we should ask about Tifalet, because saying no would be a bad thing. Saying no is going to be a bad thing, because we're doing our second save file here already. I only have one hand, I'm sorry. So I'm going to guess, ask about Tifalet? Yep, okay. Oh, then maybe I should ask her about Tifalet without implying the pact. I'll try to avoid the topic altogether and only focus on the withered flowers. There's one thing that's been bothering me. What is it? Queen Kiora, are you aware of the mage in the town by the name of Tifalet? We already know she is because she mentioned him. She's like, oh yeah, he's a great guy. And we were like, oh, the queen said that. And he's like, why? I don't fucking know her. And it was like, that's weird. He appeared at Nirvana last night in front of the Lunaria. The moment he touched the tree, it began to wither. Shocked. Look at her shocked face. So, that's odd. I shall summon him and find out the truth myself. Huh? I wasn't expecting that reply. A part of me was relieved, but also disappointed. I was filled with such mixed emotions. He's a powerful mage. It's possible the tree was influenced by his power. Influenced? Those things happen? It's a mere possibility. Okay, so, now I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but I feel like, you know what I mean? Because she's like, I know about the tree, but no, I don't know about the tree, but, I know about the tree, huh. She was obviously dodging the question, unless she's either pretending well, the weird thing is in the very beginning, when we were she's like, oh yeah, I swear she said something about Tifalet, and then when we told him, oh, the queen says you're really powerful, or thinks highly of you, or whatever she said, he's like, I don't know her though, we've never talked. You know what I mean? It would be like if your super high up level boss at work knows your name and you're like, that's really weird, how the fuck do they know me? You know what I mean? It would feel weird, but that's kind of the vibe, so it just seemed like when you're going down this path that, okay, maybe and now he has amnesia or whatever. Well, he's had it for a while. It's not like he just suddenly got it, but that, okay, he created the magic circle to hold the Deimos in and she knows about it. She knew him and whatever, but maybe she doesn't quite remember him either. Huh, weird. I figured she remembered everything, but she's acting a little sus, but not as sus as you would think if she was covering up some huge secret. But maybe, who knows? So, that means I was right. There is some connection between Tifalet and the Lunaria flowers. I was finally sure of it, and I wanted to know more. I wanted to know everything about him. This beautiful moment could vanish from within me. If I learned everything, I might be able to figure out how to help Tifalet regain his memories. But if that happened, would Tifalet forget all about me? Please, be mine. Even that moment could be lost forever. Say, Queen Kiora wore a sad smile. Are you close with him? Okay. Oh, no. She's wearing a sad smile. Are you close with him? Oh, God, no. Oh, my fears, I'm afraid. Huh? I could tell she wasn't teasing me. Queen Kiora's beautiful eyes showed a sort of sorrow I'd never seen before. Yeah, see? That's the kind of thing you'd feel like if it was an old lover that forgot you and then he found a new love. Nope, I don't know if I like that. Oh, I don't like it. If something were to happen to him, would you mind helping him? What was this emotion? This tenderness I sensed from Queen Kiora. See? Please just be a brother. It's not the affection directed to a lover, but the fondness of friends and family. Okay, that makes me feel better. Because I was like, you're just feeling sad and it could be because you're missing your lover. Or it could be because I miss my brother or whatever. You know what I mean? You'd still have the same emotions. There's just a point where it crosses a line. Her initial thing, but I've just been kind of concerned about them being past lovers, that it's freaking me out. So, okay, this line, it's a fondness of friends and family. Okay, I'm going on he was your brother. Or you were very close friends, whatever. But I feel like if you were just close friends, he was your bestest friend. That the pact with Mephisto. Well, then the pact with Mephisto would be you gave up something else. Then Tifalet gave up his memories or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? So we'll see. If I can be of help, I answered the only way I could. I really think it'd be fun if he did say noble birth, and that would be like Tifalet's your bro. Oh my god, if Tifalet's her brother, that'd be kind of cool. Again, all of our boyfriends are kings, so like whatevs. All right. We're only 5 minutes over, but we are going to stop here, and then we're going to find out a little bit more. Are we going to be in the castle? Is Tifalet coming? Are we going to find out all of his secrets? No, we got to find out all of his secrets. Anyway, I will see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.